CATIA V5 mold tooling. So this will be regarding importing models within the core and cavity design workbench. So we see it will be over here, so import model. As you can see, currently I have over here a cut part open. And if I will try to import, we're going to see that we need to be within a product level in order to import this. So we should initially create a product first. That means I'm going to go within new. And over here I will select a product. And the product will look like this. And as we can see over here, as soon as I do the swap to create a new product, CATIA will take me to the last workbench where I had product level. So in this case, that will be mold tooling. Now, if I will try to swap to core and cavity, we're going to see the following problem over here. So this will just create a new part. And again, over here, I cannot use the import. Now, in order to fix this, all that you have to do is within a product, you will need to insert a new part. And within that new part, you're going to make it as active by double clicking over here. And currently we see that this is active. So we see that this new part over here will be blank, but I have the possibility now to use the import. And this will automatically take the part as a sub-element of the product over here. So I can select the file out of which I want to take those elements. So in this case, this will be core and cavity. And some additional changes that we can do, we can import only a specific part body. In this case, for this part, if I'm going to swap over here, we're going to see I have the part, a part body, a core, and a cavity over here. So those two will be surfaces. Now, depending on the elements that you want to import, you can set those over here. So as you can see, since I swapped back and forth between those two, I'm no longer within that import dialog. So I will need to re-enable it, to reselect the file. And now I can choose if I want the part body or if I only want an individual element over here. As you can see over here, I can specify between part bodies and surfaces by clicking on that. And we can also have this scaled. So either we want to do that uniformly, or if you want to do that over here with affinity, we can use the following ratio over here. So let's say that I just want to import this at a ratio of 1.02, just as an example. Now if I'm going to click OK, we're going to have that part loaded. And as you can see, the part will be named molded part. If I'm going to go over here and expand this, I'm going to have over here the initial solid, and I'm going to have the one that has been scaled. So if I'm going to make that visible, I'm going to hide the scaled one. This is original part, so in this case we only transfer the part body. And we also apply the scale over here. So if I'm going to go and import that once again, I have the possibility over here, for example, to import only the core 1 cavity in this case. So that will be surface 1. If I'm going to click OK, we're going to see that now CATIA will load this in. But as you can see over here, import needs product level, so activate a product first. So in this case, since I already loaded the following molded part, I'm going to double click over here on product. That will take me directly to a product workbench. So make sure that you are still over here. I'm just going to select the product and I'm going to hit import again. I will select the file. And in this case, I want to import the same surface, which will be the following. I just want to scale this with 1.1 just to make it larger over here within the viewport. And again, we're going to see that this will be the problem. So due to the fact that I already loaded that molded part, I'm not going to be able to load an additional part over here. So this is why this workbench is a little bit tricky. I'm going to double click on product 2. I'm going to delete that part. Now product 2 no longer has a part. I'm just going to create a new one. And within this new one, I'm going to go ahead and I will import that surface again. So let's take a look over here. I just want to import over here core 1 surface. I just want to scale this 1.1. I'm going to hit OK. And now we're going to see that that will be loaded over here, but I'm still going to receive the following warning. So no import action. This is due to the fact that I already had one imported previously. I deleted that. So keep in mind that this workbench is a little bit tricky. So as you can see, in order to make this to work, it would be the best solution to just create a new product over here. And within this new product, I'm just going to create a new part. And now we should no longer have those problems. Okay, so not sure exactly why CATIA decided to make it so complicated just to import a simple part. But as you can see over here within a new product, we still going to receive the following warning. So activate products first, check the consistency of your data input. So the main problem over here is most likely that I cannot import only that surface. So that's the main reason over here. This means if I will select this, I want to import the part body, I want to scale it. Let's see if this will work. So as you can see, that will work and will be scaled over here. So this is an overview regarding importing models within Core and Cavity Design Workbench. In my opinion, this should be, let's say, rethinked and redesigned in order to make this process a little bit simple. So if you know some additional tips and tricks of how to make this import a little bit easier, let me know in the comment section below. Also, the vast majority of people will just load that in and will scale that manually. So actually they will not use this import molded part. As we see, this can create some additional struggles when we are trying to load that model. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're gonna find a similar video on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.